What's up, healers? Hello. Marina Simone here. I am so excited to be here with you. We are live everywhere. We are live on the Facebook. We are live on the Instagram, and we are live on the YouTube. And I want to give everybody a minute to find the link. I emailed it, I posted it, I put it all over the place. But sometimes I know it can get lost because sometimes I can't even find my own Zoom link. So we're going to have some fun and play a little game while we're waiting for everybody to find the link. If you are one of my concierges, Alicia, Melinda, Melissa, or Cynthia, I would love for you to drop a heart in the chat so everybody can see you. You guys, they have been working so hard to prep and prime and prepare us for this challenge. We are going to have so much fun with stories. I have a lot to talk about today. Yeah, the event's free. But I got to tell you something about when I do something free, I don't care. I go all in. So this information is going to be available to you until tomorrow night at 8 p.m. when we go live for day 2, unless you are VIP. If you are VIP, all eyes on me, VIP, all eyes on me. Go put that up there. You will get the Done For You workbook that we release after day 5. You will also get to join our VIP Zoom tonight, where we're going to go over slide to stripe. A whole nother hour with me, the VIPers get tonight, and Wednesday night and Friday night. I lied. Tonight, tomorrow night, and Friday night, the VIP. There's 3 extra VIP Zooms for those that go VIP. So that is the link, instagramstorycashflow.com/VIP. I also put it in up there somewhere. Or if you're lazy as hell and you want somebody to send you the link directly, say upgrade in the comments or VIP in the comments, and we will reach out to you. All right, we're at 8:02. If you are Brand Me On Demand, if you're Brand Me On Demand, you get everything for free. If you are part of Brand Me On Demand, you don't have to upgrade or pay for anything. Just an FYI. That's what my Brand Me On Demand people they get. They get all my stuff. So if you don't know what that is, I'm sorry. You'll have to find out at the end of this. But I got a lot. Like, I've already taken 3 minutes of my time. But for those of you that don't know me, my name is Marina Simone. I am the author of Messy to Millions. It's now on Amazon. But if you go to messytomillions.com, you can just get it directly from me and get a signed copy from messytomillions.com. So with that being said, I've done a lot. One of my favorite things on the planet, I'm going to take this ugly banner off because I look way too cute for that banner to be up in my face. Hi, Chantel. Hi, Becky. Hi, Linda. Hi, Beth. Hi, Jerica. Hi, everyone. Hold on. Let me check the Instagram side. What's up? I see you all. I see you on Instagram. I see you guys live. So check this out. One of the things that I've done so well in my last, almost decade of online is being a storyteller. If you can't stay live and you want the recording, you need to upgrade to VIP. Just go to instagramstorycashflow.com. instagramstorycashflow.com. Register. The next page will have you upgrade. Okay. One of the things I had to learn really fast was storytelling and story selling, like story selling psychology. And I know a lot of you, upgrade link isn't working, says error. All right, go the other way. Go to instagramstorycashflow.com, re-register, and then you'll get on the thank you page. You'll get the upgrade. So that's fun. Look, we all make mistakes, right? Here's what I know. Anytime that I would tell a story and I didn't have these 3 things that I'm going to share with you tonight, these 3 main things, but there's really like 8, I would get people interested, but then I would lose them no matter what I was selling. If I was selling a product, if I was selling my own course, if I was selling a high ticket mastermind, if I was selling a lunch, like to come have a lunch with me, like if I was selling my book, it didn't matter if I was selling this freaking green pen that has very bad language on it. Okay. It didn't matter because I was missing components in telling stories. And so when we're talking about story selling, what I want you to know is every day, 5 days live, this is a free 5-day live event, okay? And if you're watching the replays, it's not free, right? I had to learn how to build my authority when I told stories. So 12 years ago, maybe a little bit over 12 years ago, I was broke. I was a single mom. And I had to figure out how I was going to get my car back from being repossessed. I had to figure out how was I going to live a better life than I was, because I wasn't even living paycheck to paycheck. Let's keep it clear. I could barely keep the lights on. And that's when Facebook was around, but like there was Instagram wasn't kind of a thing. There definitely wasn't stories. You could barely post photos, and I had no network. I wasn't even selling anything. I had a network marketing opportunity, but like I was so bad. I would post like, come join my team all over. Meet me. I would tell people like, here's the address of where I am and like, come meet me there. Like, how horrible is that? But when I learned the storytelling psychology that I'm going to share with you guys today, I was able to build in 90 days to 6 figures, in a year to 7, in 3 years, multiple 7, and now in a decade, selling over 100 million in network marketing sales and having an 8-figure brand. I did a lot of this with Instagram stories and Facebook stories, and you can use this. TikTok stories, you can use this on any story platform. Telegram has stories, you can use it anywhere. Because here's the thing. Strategic story selling, people underestimate. You think that because you posted before and after, somebody's going to buy from you. Drop a 1 if you've ever done this before, where you've actually posted before and after pictures that are insane and nobody asks for info. Drop a 1. You're like, I don't get it. Like, it's a beautiful before and after picture. It doesn't make any sense to me. Right? Drop a 1. If you have posted somebody else's stories that supposedly got massive amounts of sales and it didn't work for you, drop a 2. That was me. I was like, ooh, I'm going to take this girl's stories and I'm going to redo them and I'm going to make it mine. And it didn't work for me. There's a reason. There's a reason for that. Because it's not a micro transformation that you have prepped and primed in a story selling psychology sequence. I'm speaking a lot of crazy words over here, but I promise you, it's all going to make sense by the time we're done. Okay? It's all going to make sense by the time we're done. By the way, if at any point you have a friend and you're like, yes, I need them to see this, just tag them. Tag them in the comments. If you're watching on Facebook, you can tag them in the comments. This will be live until tomorrow. They can watch the replay until tomorrow at 8. If you're on YouTube, you have to share the link. If you're on Instagram, you're probably going to have to wait until I post the replay. So I would just come over onto Facebook. It makes more sense. I want to share with you the story-based scripts that I use and how I convert into sales. Okay. So I've made $10,000 from this story sequence in the matter of 5 days that I'm going to share with you. This works. It earns trust. You are going to shift the way people look at you, their beliefs, their perspectives, all of the things that you need to get a hell yes from the person watching on the other side. How many of you want people to be like, hell yes, give me that info? Drop a 5 in the comments. If you're like, yes, I freaking need people to tell me they want the info. I need people to freaking engage with me. Like, nobody engages with my stories. I see them all watching. I see all 20 of them, 30 of the same people watching. I don't know why they keep watching if they don't want info, right? It's like not rocket science. Like, if you're watching me, of course you want info. It's not about just talking on camera or posting a selfie. It's the science of connection. Drop the word connection. Connection plus trust building is what will lead to someone saying yes. Saying yes. I don't know why it's not working. Mel, can you drop the link in the comment section for people to upgrade because apparently it's not working. I will resend out the link for you guys. I don't know why it's not working. We will get that to you. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Let's see. Hey, can one of you drop the VIP link inside of the comment section on the Facebook live stream so I can share it? Oh, Melinda said she'll get it to everyone. There we go. Thank you. All right, guys. Melinda's right there. She said, yes, we will get it to everyone. So if the VIP upgrade link is not working for you, drop the word upgrade in the comment section and one of our concierges will reach out and get you the correct link. My bad. See, that's the one. They're saying it's not working. They'll get with you. Just drop upgrade, okay? So story psychology, you earn trust, you shift beliefs, and then you're guiding these people to say hell yes without you sounding like a salesperson. Yeah? So what is story selling psychology? How many of you have never heard of story selling psychology before? Drop the word never in the chats. If you're like, I have never heard of this before, I'm pretty sure she's making this up. It's okay. Let me sip my water and wet my whistle. Yeah, I know. It sounds crazy. Here's what happens. There are storytelling elements. Think about a movie. There's always a conflict. There's always a transformation. There's emotional resonance. Subconsciously, there's identity shifts. And that's all to drive belief in you and your brand and your offer. That's what I want you to learn. And if you are VIP, we are going to go in depth on the cash slides and how this works. VIPers, it's going to be a freaking blast tonight, just so you know. Just be ready. So think about that. If you're intentional, just like a movie is, with a conflict, a transformation, an emotional connection, and you're subconsciously helping them have these identity shifts to drive belief in you and your offer, and you're building that trust, do you think you'll make more sales in your stories? The answer is yes. So I want to break it down into real examples for you guys. Real examples, okay? I'm going to give you some bad ones first. Drop the word bad. I'm literally going to give you some bad ones, okay? 1, weight loss coaches. DM me if you want me to coach you on how to lose weight. Horrible. Day 2, macros changed my life. Here's macros of what I used. Day 3, here's a before and after of somebody I coached. That is a bad story sequence. It is not a story selling psychology sequence. It didn't have a conflict. There was no resonation in it. It didn't build trust. I sure shit didn't have any subconscious, any transfers going on in my brain. And that's what most of you are doing in your stories. You're doing this. I want to give you an example of what could be done instead. First slide. Maybe it's I'm in a messy bathroom. Pretend I'm a weight loss coach, okay? I'm in a messy bathroom mirror. And I don't even say anything. It's just a word over the selfie. So it's a picture of me, bathroom selfie, messy background, right? I cried after trying to zip these jeans up today. So I'm in jeans, I'm standing in the mirror, and all it says is I cried after trying to zip up these jeans today. Slide 2. 4 months after having my baby and still wondering why my body doesn't feel like mine. So let's say it's a postpartum post, okay? Slide 3. But I did one thing different this week. I started fueling myself instead of starving for results. Slide 4 is just a poll. Would you like me to show you the shift? Yes? Question mark? Tell me more. Hear what I just did. I took me coaching you and I shared a conflict that I had, zipping up my jeans, resonated with the postpartum belly. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do this for those of you that are in perimenopause, by the way, because I think this will be for coaching perimenopause. If you are a weight loss coach, tell me what kind of weight loss you coach. And I can use some real live examples from the chat. Okay. Yes. Pain, transformation. So it's more than just pain and transformation. Okay. It's more than just pain and transformation. There's storytelling elements, conflict, transformation, emotional resonance, subconscious identity shifts. Those are the elements that are going to build belief into you, what your offer is, and your brand. Those are the 4 elements we're going to dive into really deep this week. Okay? So let me do another one. Okay. Selfie in the messy bathroom mirror. I'm going to do that one again, okay? I cried after trying to zip up these jeans today. 17 months after learning I'm in perimenopause and wondering when my body will ever feel like mine again. But I did one thing different this week. I started fueling myself instead of punishing myself with starving. Would you like me to show you the shift I made? ? Poll, yes or hell yes. Why would this work better than what I told you in the beginning? Because it's relatable with a struggle. There's a micro transformation. Hear what I just said. Micro transformation. Micro transformation. And I invited the viewer to take the next step, and I didn't pitch. That's psychology over promotion. Psychology over promotion. Write that down. If you get nothing else from day one, here's what I want you to know. Psychology over promotion will help you build trust and authority faster with your audience. When your audience feels like all you're doing is selling and you don't have psychology over the promotion, you're going to consistently get crickets. Here's another one. Let's do mental health supplement, right? Mental health supplement. I got a new stack that's boosting my mood and focus. Here's my code. That's a really bad story example. Why? Is there any psychology in that? Yes or no? Drop it in the chat. Yes or no? Don't forget, if you tag a friend, you enter in to win. You're going to win swag. We're sending out signed copies of my book, and we're sending out tumblers, and we're sending out all kinds of cool stuff. So tag somebody if you want to enter into the drawing. So no, there's no selling in that, right? All right, watch this. Here's an example. I wrote this down. Slide 1. Ever sat in a Zoom meeting with your brain screaming, I can't do this today, but you smile anyway? Y'all, I'm not even talking to the camera. This is another selfie, and I have words on there. Ever sat in a Zoom meeting with your brain screaming, I can't do this today, but you smile anyway? Slide 2. That was me every Monday until I started using something other than caffeine. It's called blank. Now you're going to hold the hand in third slide. You're actually holding it. I swapped anxiety for clarity with these. It's not really magic, but the ingredients talk to my nervous system. Slide 4. Want me to send you what's in it and how I take it? ? DM me the word 411. What did I do? Talked about the conflict. I resonated with you. I talked about what I've used, shifted your belief a little, made you curious. I didn't hide what I'm using. I even gave you the name of it and said, do you want to know how I take it? Not do you want the link? Do you want to know? So what happened here? VIP to get those juicy VIP benefits. Ah, thanks, Donna. You enter their internal world. So you're mirroring the exact problem they're too embarrassed to say out loud. Write that down. You mirror the exact problem they're too embarrassed to say out loud. That builds trust. When you can mirror what someone's thinking and you say it out loud, that's massive. That's massive. Let me give you another one. For those of you that are selling social media or selling social media courses, here's a bad example. Want to grow on Instagram? Join my 6-week program. Cart closes Friday. I've seen so many of these that it drives me bonkers. There's no psychology in that. Instead, try this. Slide 1. My first reel got 1,200 views. I stared at it for 3 hours straight and still didn't get one client. 2. All right. Thanks, Holly. Holly's over there on YouTube. 2. Here's what no one tells you. Visibility does not equal conversion. Slide number 3. Once I learned how to story sell in my content, my DMs changed from "you're inspiring" to "how can I pay you?" 4, if you're tired of attention with no income, I'm doing a free challenge next week. Would you like in? Yep. I'm tired. Tell me more. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference in the two? Psychology over promotion. Psychology over promotion. Why does this work? Emotional trigger, validation, the aha moments, which is the visibility, the invitation. That's on 4 slides. 4 slides. 4 slides. Why does this work? A lot of you are going viral on Reels, for example. Going viral on Reels, and all of a sudden you have all these people commenting the word that they want information. Most of them don't see your DMs, or you can't even DM them because they're not following you. But sometimes they end up finding you again and then going and watching your stories. So what is this doing? Instagram stories builds trust really fast with people quickly, because it's considered like unfiltered content. So you don't want it to be perfect. You don't want it to be the perfect Canva. You don't want it. 58% of people buy from brands that use their stories. 62% become more interested after seeing their stories. The numbers don't lie. Brands that do behind the scenes story style marketing, which we're going to get into, have 3 times higher conversion rates. So here's some brands that I love to watch that do really well. Tarte Cosmetics. They do daily product storytelling from the team, not just influencers. Think about that for a second. Fenty. They use user-generated story slides, bold offers, 7-figure launches. Glossier shares customer experiences, founder behind the scenes, builds cult loyalty. So I want you to think of your stories as a shortcut to the know, like, and trust factor. It collapses the funnel feeling. Listen, I run with a lot of funnels. I've built a business of 250,000 entrepreneurs that follow me through funnels. I'm not saying funnels aren't a thing. You need funnels. Absolutely need funnels if you're trying to make 6-7 figures online. But your stories can collapse the time of your funnels working and get you in conversations faster. When you can get into conversations faster, a buyer will decide faster, which means money in your bank account because they trust you faster. Does that make sense? Yeah. Drop the number 10, because now we're going to talk about 10 things most people are doing in their stories that are not story selling psychology. You need to hear this. You need to hear this. I have so much to go through. I can't repeat anything, you guys. You'll have to go back and watch the replay, okay? or upgrade to VIP so you can get the replay, so you can listen to this over and over again until it sticks. So this is my lovingly please stop it list. This is my little reminder to you in a very kind way to stop doing these things in your stories because they're not working. You know they're not working. So stop doing them. Ready? 1, oversharing without strategy. Some of you are like dumping your day. You're dumping your day. There's no anchor to your brand, no anchor to your offer. There's no ideal micro niche pain point. You're just confusing your audience. Like 1 second they're reading a quote, the next second you're taking them, you're walking your 10,000 steps, and the next you're mixing up your freaking cortisol cocktail. I don't know. You're confusing your audience. You're giving them agita, which in Italian means anxiety. You hear me? You're giving them anxiety. Instead of saying, just made eggs for my kids, now I'm going off to Target, I'm exhausted today, y'all. And then 10 slides later, there's no message and no anchor. There's no lesson, no offer. It's just noise. Viewers zone out. Do this instead. Had a mini meltdown in the Target parking lot this morning, and it reminded me how much pressure we carry as moms. That's why I built my morning routine around one simple product that grounds me. Yep, even before coffee. You want me to share it? That's 3 slides. What did we do? We took an everyday moment. We put it into a brand micro story that leads somewhere. It leads somewhere. Okay? 2, don't do this. Only posting product slides. Okay, the carousel posting is just commercials. Sometimes people read them, sometimes they don't. I'll tell you though, that if you don't have a high viewership and a lot of people following you and a lot of people engaging with you, those type of slides are not always going to work. So here's my example. New product drop, buy now, coupon code, click crickets, right? Like 4 slides, you're like, here's the new product, here's the ingredients, buy now, here's my link. Those are the 4 slides I'm talking about. No story, no connection, no reason to even care. Instead, what if you did this? Slide 1. My skin was screaming last week. Hormones plus stress equals breakout city. Slide 2. I tried this new serum for 3 days and here's what happened. ... Slide 3. Show results. Slide 4. Want me to send you the link? ? Poll. Hell yes. Right now. People want to buy into your story, not the slide. They want to buy into your story. They want to ask you questions. They want to say, is that real? Show me someone else that looks that way. How did that happen? They actually want to have a conversation with you. You just keep link spamming them. You're all like, I can put a link in my stories. I'm good. No, boo. No. You want to keep control of the conversation. 3, don't do this. Posting polls with no purpose. This one drives me bonkers. Coffee hot or iced coffee? Are you a beach person or a snow skier type person? Those are random. It's not tied to your brand. It's not tied to your message. It's just noise. Instead, tie it to your brand. So for example, I used to rely on caffeine like 5 times a day just so I could feel like a human while I was working my online business. I didn't realize I needed to fix my hormones. But before I tell you what happened, I'm curious. Do you ever feel like you need 3+ cups of coffee a day? Or feel like you crash mid-afternoon? Yes or hell yes? Poll. 4 slides. Am I selling anything? No. But the psychology of it is letting them know I had a problem. You hear me? You guys are awfully quiet. Drop a 1 in the comment section if you're like, holy shit, this is a lot of information. Holy shit, I need to be doing this. Why am I not doing this For those of you that have Marina on demand, you need to tell her, like, I want to make sure my stories are like this. She is trained on this. Yeah. Okay, 4, using trends without context. So, okay, so you're like reposting a meme, but it makes no sense to your niche. It'll entertain, but it's not going to convert into anything. It'll be forgotten in 5 seconds. Instead, can you use a meme to flip a belief or use a trend to flip a belief? Okay, I'm not going to go too much in depth on that one because that one's really, we've got to dig into that one in the VIP. Trends are not tools, they are strategies. Okay, number 5, story ghosting after you sell. Oh, this one drives me bonkers. Okay, you showed up hard. You were like, I did all my 4 slides, and then you disappear when it's time to nurture these people. That's going to literally pull away your trust. It's going to pull your trust away. It's going to pull your trust away. Why? Because it's like, oh, here you go buy it. And if you don't respond to me, I don't care. If you respond to me, I'm not going to get back to you because I don't care. That's what people hear when you don't respond to them right away. So instead, I want you to show up behind the scenes. What do I mean? That means if you post a 4 story sequence and you do exactly what I said to sell something with a poll, and then you come off that right away and you just start sharing Target and sharing your kitchen and sharing you walking your dog, it's, again, there's no psychology behind it. It has to be every day. It has to be every day. You are training your audience to only hear from you when you're selling. That's what you're doing. Instead, keep showing up behind the scenes. Normalize consistent visibility, even if you're not launching or selling something. Just make sure it's attached to your micro niche. Everyone drop micro niche. If you don't know your micro niche, you need to drop I need help in the comment section so one of our concierges can reach out to you so we can help you get your micro niche. You need to know your micro niche. It's not just about being a postpartum mom. It's not just about being a perimenopause mom. It's not just I'm a coach and I'll help you make money. You need a micro niche, micro problem, and you need a story psychology selling process with a funnel, sales process, all the things for your micro niche. Okay. All right. Number 6, what are you doing wrong? Number 6, you never tell anybody how things make you feel. There's no emotion. I just got back from my workout, you in the mirror. That's surface level. It's surface level. I don't connect with updates. I don't know about you guys, but I get emails all the freaking time. Updates on newsletters and updates on, places I've shopped. And unless I see a % off, I usually don't open it unless it's people that I pay attention to, influencers that I like, whatever, right? Let me put this on the screen. Thanks, Mel. And so people don't connect with updates. They connect with emotion. Drop emotion. Drop emotion. Oh, there's Romeo. Instead of, I worked out today, maybe like I almost skipped my workout today. Anxiety almost won. But I made myself go. And here's what I felt after. Slide 2. That it wasn't about fitness. It was about clearing my mind. And I needed that reminder. Did I ask for anything? Did I ask for engagement on that? No. But what did I do? I created a mirror moment. Drop mirror moment. Whenever you can create mirror moments or me too moments, as I call them, that is going to make you memorable. That will make you memorable. Okay, 7, hiding behind Canva. Look, those perfect quote graphics and stuff like that, There's a time and a place for them, but if you're never using your voice, your face, or your personality, like you're making a big mistake because nobody connects to static graphics. Those may catch attention, but buyers need a face. They need a tone. They need a connection. They need a vibe to trust. No, Brand Me On Demand members do not need to register for VIP. Brand Me On Demand members, no. If you don't know what Brand Me On Demand is, I'm not talking to you. Okay. What to do instead? Use a raw selfie with story, like use a selfie, but make it a video to where you're like talking over to it. Right? Stop with the Canva. You need mirror moments. 8. A lot of you are waiting until the story is perfect. You're like, oh, it's not exactly right. It doesn't feel a certain type of way. I need you to just get it done. You don't know what works until you know what doesn't work. Does that make sense? If you're over editing, overthinking, that's missed opportunity. That's missed opportunity. Imperfect stories are actually very strategic and they convert better. If you've seen any of my ads that I run lately, it ain't perfect. Nothing I do is perfection. I built an 8-figure brand on being imperfect. Some of them are text slides. Some could be talking head. You can mix it up, Shannon. Mix it up. Mix it up. Every time you overthink, you don't take action. Think of that. What's up, Bree? I see you. I missed you. I missed you this weekend. I literally tried to come over there and I couldn't get it done. Number 9, you have no call to action. You tell a great story and then there's no next step. There's no prompt. There's no invitation. There's nothing. Some of you are like, oh my God, but I don't want to do it all the time. Then you don't want to build business. You don't want to build a business. If you think you're over asking, you're not. People don't see your stories every day. If you get a view, you need to make sure like you've got that view. You're inviting that person. You have an opportunity right there. Right there. Think about every story being a breadcrumb to a bridge. You could do it every single week. Start over. So what's happening here? Number 10, you're trying to teach. Like you're trying to do like this, what I'm doing live. You're trying to do this in your stories. People don't want to listen to 10 stories of you talking. 10 stories of you talking is too much. Why do you think I keep hitting on 4? 4. Does that mean I only post 4 a day? No, it means you have to post 4 because you need to have the anchor. You need to build authority. You need to be using emotion. And it's easiest when you do it in 4. 4. No more dumping. Your stories are not mini master classes. Would you agree? Yes or yes? Yeah, people don't have a lot. You have their attention. It's important. I need all of you to go back and watch this, number 1, because you need to go watch the replay of this again. You need to go back and watch the replay. I know right now you have so many people that you're like, oh my God, I need everybody to watch this. It's on my team, my affiliates, my network marketing team. It's free. Tag them. Tag them. I'm going to edit the top so this way we have the right link for the VIP. We're going to have the VIP that starts at 9 p.m. Eastern. So in 20 minutes, we're going to get started. If you haven't upgraded to VIP, make sure you do that. Here's my simple invite. You heard me say the word micro niche over and over and over and over and over again. You heard me say micro transformation over and over and over and over again. This is what is working for brands and influencers and people that are popping off on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok. If you don't know what your micro niche, micro transformation, micro problem is, and if you are only selling an affiliate product and have no courses, You are leaving money on the table. This is my invite to you. If you already have your personal concierge, amazing. If not, you need a demo. If you're not ready to invest, please don't drop demo. This is for people that are looking to join a high-level mastermind with me, where I show up every single week, help you nail your micro niche, help you nail your micro offer, and help you nail your micro transformation. And you get to use my amazing bot, Marina On Demand, which is my GPT, that is my brain. If you want a demo of what that looks like, drop the word demo in the comment section, and one of our concierges will reach out to you. So you might have to check your other box. Demo. If you know who your concierge is, get with them and get a demo. We are only taking on 10 new paid in full with us this round. It's day one and I'm dropping my invite. Let me tell you why. We have a lot that is going on. We have a lot of people that want to work with us. And I want you to know right now that we only have a certain amount of space for me to work with the intimate setting inside of this high-level mastermind that we're doing. So I would highly suggest you drop the word demo if you are looking for that person. Look, this session right now, all of the people in my mastermind, they get all of it for free. They don't pay for upgrades. They don't pay for VIP. They don't pay for any of that. That is something that's included. So for $2,000 worth of courses, they get for free. So if you are like, I want Marina to do my micro niche, all you have to do is drop the word demo in the comment section. For those of you that are VIP, I will see you in 18 minutes. Tomorrow is day 2, same place, same time. This will disappear unless you're VIP. It'll end up in your back office. I love you guys. I had fun. These are good 42 minutes. I will announce the winners of those of you that shared this tomorrow night live as well. Bye.